guys, for today's video we are going to be testing out some new products from Physicians Formula. I have their new butter line that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. There's actually a new foundation that I'm pretty excited about, as well as a bronzer. There's a mascara, also a primer. So we're going to be kind of trying everything out, seeing what we think, doing like a little first impressions, testing everything out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Physicians Formula did send this over to me, and I really haven't seen much about this collection, so I saw it and I was like, why don't we just do a get ready with me? I love focusing on drugstore makeup here on my channel. I know I do a lot of like high-end stuff, but I always love like drugstore stuff at heart, so I was excited to see this. So they have the Butter Believe It foundation and concealer. So here's what that looks like right there. So I am looking on Ulta right now, and it looks like all of this is available there, and prices seem pretty good. I know the foundation retails for $11.99, which I don't think is bad. I am seeing it comes in 5 colors though. So I'm like, how do you only have 5 shades of foundation? I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to like see kind of the wear on this, if it's supposed to be more of like, it says for all skin types, but I just don't understand. So we'll see coverage wise. Is it more of like a BB cream that can kind of adapt more to people? I'm not really sure. So we're gonna see on that. But there is the foundation, and then there's also a new bronzer that they released. So this is the Matte MONOI Butter Bronzer. So it says that this one is water resistant. It's a matte bronzer. So here's what that one looks like, and I'm also seeing that on Ulta. There's also a putty primer, which I was very curious about. So this is the Butter Believe It putty primer. So I kind of want to see how that compares. I've been using my Tatcha one a lot lately, and I'm like, is it going to be a dupe for that? Because that sounds amazing. There's also a butter mascara, as well as a liquid liner. This is supposed to be a matte liquid liner. There's also a setting mist of card of this, and then there are a few other collection. It's a separate collection that they sent over. It's called their Diamond Collection, and inside of this one you have this really pretty highlights. Called the Diamond Dust Highlight, and then there's also a couple of lip plumpers, which also have a very beautiful packaging here as well. So we're just gonna dive into the collection and start trying it out and seeing what we think of everything, and I don't know, maybe we find some more products. I like Physicians Formula as a brand. I feel like they have a lot of really great products. I feel like their skincare too is really nice as well, so I have high hopes for everything. So let's go ahead and start. I think I'm gonna try the primer first. Okay, so components, it looks pretty large. It looks like you actually get quite a bit of primer in here. On the Ulta website, this is retailing for $9.99, so good price. Definitely, like I said, a lot of product in here. So we're gonna try it out. We'll see how it is. I've been, like I said, using the Tatcha one a lot and really liking that. I'm kind of just gonna dig some here in my, oh, here we go, my nail in it. Okay, feels a little bit more slippery than the Tatcha one. I think the Tatcha one's like a little bit thicker. Has that butter scent though. If you like the butter scent from Physicians Formula, this definitely has that. So there's that. I love the butter scent, so I'm happy. It's kind of like a vacation almost. It smells like coconut. Why do I feel like that looks a little bit illuminating? I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would be like a matte. Blurring wise, I mean, it definitely looks like it blurred a bit, but I do feel like my pores still look kind of enlarged. So I don't think it's as thick, like I was saying, as the Tatcha one. I think the Tatcha one really does a good job at just like filling everything. This to me almost seems more of like an illuminating type of product, so we'll see. So let's go ahead and try the foundation now on top of that. So they did send over 2 different colors, and it says a foundation and a concealer. So we're gonna use it as both. And the colors they sent over are the light to medium shade, and then also the light shade. So I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna be an in-between. I did just get back. We had a little baby moon this last weekend, so I know I got a little bit of sun there. I was definitely loading on my SPF though, because I was like, I'm not trying to get any type of sun damage. But I definitely feel like I still got some color for sure. So I think I'm actually going to mix the two, because I think that that's going to work best for me. Because this is here, this is the light to medium. I think that looks a little bit deep. So I'm just going to add like 2 pumps of the light, and then I'll kind of just swirl that. So consistency wise, it seems actually thicker than I thought. I wasn't sure if this was going to be more of like a BB cream type of thing, but it seems like it's pretty thick. So we'll see. It's foundation and concealer. I do want to read some of the claims on it though. So it says that this is an incredibly creamy texture that melts onto the skin, leaving a natural radiant glow, while long wearing weightless formula that provides buildable coverage. So, okay. Sounds pretty good to me. I feel like that's like decent claims, but it sounds like it has buildable coverage, which I wasn't sure, because I was thinking with the lack of shade range here that there would be less coverage, but we'll see. I need to look on the Physicians Formula website and see if there's more shades on there. Sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like Ulta gets like limited shades. And then like if you go on like the actual retailer site, they have more, but that's pretty. Look at that finish. It actually has really good coverage. I mean, I put like a decent amount on my face, but wasn't expecting that much coverage. I'm just using my Doll 10 sponge. I really like this sponge from them. But I actually really, really like the finish of that. It's almost like, it's pretty glowy. It's pretty radiant, but it's not like, in my opinion, overly glowy. Okay, and we didn't use very much. Like I still have a lot on my hands, so I don't think I definitely needed that many pumps, but we're gonna try to build it up too and see kind of how it builds. It definitely does have a luminosity to it. It was saying it's a radiant finish, so I definitely see the radiance in it. Okay, and I'm kind of just gonna go over lightly just with the second layer just to kind of see how it builds. Yeah, you can definitely build it up, but I almost like it with like that first initial layer because I prefer something not super light coverage, but I like something that still has like my skin peeking through. Like you see how you can still kind of see my freckles? Like that's what I prefer. So since it says it is a concealer, I'm actually gonna go ahead and drag it under my eyes as well. Like I would still need concealer personally just because I feel like I have quite dark under eyes, but let's see. I'm gonna add just the lighter shade like I said, right underneath here. Okay, actually I still see like quite a bit of blue, but it's not bad. Like it doesn't look like bad at all. Kind of just looks like a lighter coverage concealer. I am still personally going to powder the under eyes. Actually, I think they look really good. I know I was saying like I see the blue, but I don't think it looks bad at all. I'm gonna go ahead and powder like I said. I don't always powder my face, but I definitely always powder my under eyes because I do have quite a bit of creasing I can get up in there. So I always make sure to go in with at least a light amount of powder under there just to kind of help with those crease lines that I might get. I'm gonna add a little bit of the powder here along my nose too and on my nose because I do tend to get kind of oily. Also here on my chin I'm gonna add a little bit. I do get oily there, and then I also get pretty oily up here on my forehead as well. That's all I'm gonna do for powder. I think my skin is looking really good. Like it looks really nice. My pores don't look like the most blurred I've ever seen them, but the rest of my base I think looks very glowy, very nice. I'm gonna leave it kind of glowy, and we're gonna try out the bronzer next. So here is what it looks like, very similar to like the original butter bronzer. It also has a little sculpting brush there at the bottom. Why don't we try it out? Let's use it with the brush. I feel like I never do that, but let's do it. Here's like the brush that it comes with. And then it does have like a little mirror there as well. So let's go ahead and grab some of the bronzer. I'm gonna pick it up. Whew. See, the problem with this like brushes are they're so like, yeah, I'm not gonna use this. It's like stiff, hard, and I feel like if I do that, it's gonna like move the foundation around since I didn't set it. Instead, I'm gonna grab like a fluffy bronzer brush. I'm gonna grab that and use that instead because I really, I feel like though, I don't know why brands do that. Why are we still putting like flimsy brushes and like the little like applicators that have like the little styrofoam on them? Not styrofoam, but is that styrofoam? You know, like the little foam ones, you know what I'm talking about. I don't understand why brands are still doing that at this point. Like obviously most of us I feel have brushes in our collection, and if we don't, I feel like that's not the best way to get the application. Like even if you don't have a brush, a lot of times with eyeshadow, like you'd be better off using your finger than like that little foam thing. Okay, so the color actually looks really nice. It's kind of a little orangey, but it's not like overly orange, and it definitely is matte. Like I don't see any sort of glitter shimmer. The original butter bronzer is it is a little bit luminous. It's not a luminous bronzer by any means, but I don't think it's like matte. It definitely has like a tiny bit of something to it, and this one definitely is like, it's matte. Like there's no shimmer, no nothing in it. Just adding a little bit of this to my forehead. It does have a scent. It's almost more of like, it's not the same as the other butter products. Like it has a butter scent, but it also has like almost like a floral on top of that, if that makes sense. So it is still scented. I know some people like feel some type of way about scented products. I'm okay with them as long as it's like a scent that I enjoy. Like sometimes for me, and it's not a scent that lingers too, like the Too Faced products, sometimes they are just like too scented, like their complexion products, and they last, you know, on the face, and it's like, okay, I don't want to smell that all day. But sometimes if it's like initially there's like a scent to it and then it kind of goes away, it doesn't bother me as much. I'm just going to take this side of the sponge, nothing on it, and just kind of go back over that just to help kind of blend everything in. So I feel like we're looking nice and healthy. Like I feel like we look good. I am going to move now on to the eyes and then we'll come back to the face. So we're going to try out the mascara. I personally am like a little bit picky with mascaras, but I'm not overly picky. I normally can get on with like most drugstore mascaras personally. But that being said, I have tried some that I do not like. I know Physicians Formula has another one. I believe it's called like their Length and Curl, I want to say. And that one I was not a fan of. So I'm kind of curious to see how I feel about this one. So this is a Blowout mascara. It's a full blown volume and length. So keratin infused blend as well. Sounds like everything we would need. Lash strengthening keratin. It also has the other butters in it, so it's going to help hopefully strengthen your lashes over time as well. So because we are not going to do any eyeshadow, I'm actually going to throw some of that bronzer, I think, in my crease first. So I'm going to actually take a little bit of the foundation and I'm going to swing that just over my lid. So this is the light to medium shade, and I'm just going over my eyes really quickly, and then we'll put a little bit of that bronzer there in my crease too. So I'm just taking my Perfector from my Doll 10 set. This is the Prepping Perfector, and I'm just going to go ahead and just tap this onto my lid. Like I said, I just want a little bit of something in my crease since we're not doing any shadow. Okay, let's go ahead and open the mascara and see what the wand looks like. So it does have an hourglass wand, but it's almost like, not really an hourglass, it's more of like a dome shape there. So let's go ahead and we're going to get real close and personal with our lashes here. So I'm going to grab my little mirror, and I have curled them, but it was a bit ago that I curled them, so they've kind of fallen back down. I curled them this morning. We actually went out to the aquarium this morning. I took Rowan to the aquarium for the first time, and that was like so much fun. His face, seeing him light up, there was like little tunnels and stuff he could walk through, and oh my gosh, he was so excited when he could go through everything. So yeah, I did curl my lashes, but I didn't put on any makeup because I knew I wanted to film this. I did put a brow on, but sometimes I feel like if I just curl my lashes, it kind of helps make me feel a little more put together. Okay, so initially, I'm not noticing a bunch for, like as far as volume goes. I think that length is there. It's like helping the length. And I do feel like it is curling them quite a bit. I don't think it's like making it look like fuller or anything, like I have more lashes. I know some can really kind of make it appear like I have like all of the lashes in the world. This is kind of more of a soft lash, so it kind of just depends on your preference. I don't mind a more like clumpier formula that I can really build up and get like really intense lashes. This kind of seems like it's more of a soft type of mascara to me. I definitely think you can build it up, but we're going to try to build it up now. I definitely got a lot to like on my lid. I feel like that always happens to me. Like I said, they definitely look longer. It's hard to tell with that mascara there, so I will remove that in a second once it dries, but I think they look nice. It's not like my favorite. I completely forgot there was a liquid liner. Whoops. We're going to still try it. I feel like I could still do a small wing like over top this mascara. Actually, I completely forgot that this was in here. Okay, so here's the packaging on that. It does say that it is a matte formula, and it is like a brush applicator. So we will do a small little baby wing with this. I don't want anything too intense. I feel like this look is a lot more like natural, effortless kind of thing. So I'm going to really wipe off the applicator here because I don't want too much, but we'll just do, like I said, a little baby wing and come in with it. That was easy enough. I do think that this is definitely matte, like it's already drying down. So we'll see how it does on like transfer, but so far application seems pretty easy. All right, there are both of our little wings right here. I definitely think it dries down really matte. So that actually seems pretty nice as long as it doesn't transfer like or anything throughout the day. I have like a little bit of mascara coming down on my face. if it doesn't transfer anything, I think it'll be really nice. Good drugstore option if you like more of like a brush tip, and I like a matte look. So I think this is really nice. I'm gonna grab a little bit of black liner. This is something that I always like to do on my upper waterline. It really helps with mascara. Even if you're not applying lashes, I know a lot of people just do this when they apply lashes, but with your mascara, I really think it just ties the eye together, and it really helps kind of just like make it look more as one, especially with a liner. But even if I don't have a liner and I just have mascara on, I've been doing this lately, I think it really makes the eyes appear bigger. The one that I'm just using is from KVD Vegan Beauty, or I don't even know what I think they changed their name again, but I'm not really sure what they changed their name to, but that's what I have on. And then let's go ahead and try now the setting spray. I do want to spray my face, so this is the Butter Believe It Skin Mist. Kind of wondering if this has like the same scent. Yes, it does. I love that smell. It just like smells like a vacation to me. And it's gonna go ahead and just spritz that. All right, very nice mister on that. I'm gonna add just a little bit more, why not? All right, look at my face here. I don't see any droplets. That's always a good sign. Anytime there's droplets, I get annoyed with the setting mist. But it's an ultra luxurious microfine setting mist infused with the different butters. It's also packed with essential fatty acids, provitamins that help soften, condition, and moisturize the skin. Leave it feeling silky soft. Incredibly weightless texture combines the best feature of powder mist to texture, and also help makeup wear all day. Okay, looks pretty good on the skin. I don't see anything like I said, I don't see any bubbles or anything like that, so that's good. Now I want to try out the Diamond Dust. So look at this packaging. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is beautiful. So this is the Mineral Wear Diamond Dust in Starlight Glow. Okay, this is gorgeous. I just can't get over the packaging for like drugstore. Absolutely beautiful. And here's what the Diamond Dust looks like. I kind of want to swatch it first to see. So it kind of has like a wet look. Does look like it's pretty glittery, so we'll see on the face how I like that. I sometimes am not the biggest fan of like super glittery highlights, most of the time anyways, so we'll see kind of what it looks like. So let's go ahead. Yeah, it's like glitter. I get it, like diamonds, like that's what they're going for. It probably is similar to, I'd guess, I haven't tried this personally, but like Fenty I know has like a diamond, I can't think of what it's called, but it's like an icy diamond type of highlight. So this is probably kind of similar to like the same vibes. It's not my personal preference as far as highlights go, just because I don't love like straight glitter on my face. Although I don't think it looks like over texturizing. It just, to me, it's just not my vibe. But if you're into that, then you might like this one. But yeah, it definitely just looks like I'm applying like glitter particles. Okay, so yeah, I don't think that one's gonna be for me, but like I said, if you're into that or you wanted the Fenty one, I swear that's gonna be like a dupe for that. And let's go ahead and try out the lip lastly. Again, gorgeous packaging. They killed it with this packaging, the diamonds. Yes, yes, yes. Why don't we try out, let's do the colored one because we feel like everything else is like pretty neutral. So this is the Diamond Plumper Mineral Wear Lip Plumper. So this definitely has like a lip plumper type of smell. It doesn't have the butter scent. It's not part of that line though, so it wouldn't typically have that. But it definitely like has that smell. If you know, then you know, like certain lip plumpers just have that certain scent. Kind of reminds me of like the Too Faced lip injection. So we'll see how bad it hurts and if it does a good job of like plumping. I like the applicator though. It has like that bend to it. My favorite type of applicators. Pigmentation seems really nice too. This color is cute. Okay, so far, nothing crazy, but it normally takes a second to like sink in. So while I wait for that to like take full effects, let's go ahead and start talking about the products. So I do want to kind of look here closely at my skin. I do think the foundation looks really nice. I do think it looks a little bit heavy like in this area right here in particular, and that probably just is because I feel like I applied quite a bit of it as far as like I went under my eyes with it and then I brought it over here. So I don't think the primer really did much for my pores either. Like they're pretty large looking right now. So keep that in mind if you're like looking for a smoothing primer. I don't think that one's gonna do it. I'm not exactly sure if the primer, if I try it with different foundations, how I'll feel about it, but so far the primer is kind of like a meh for me. The foundation, like I said, I do think it looks nice on my skin. It definitely has a radiance to it. I just don't love how like heavy it looks in this area, and I don't think I like it on my under eyes because they are creasing quite a bit under here, which does happen to me, but it's not normally this quickly. Like I just started filming, so I don't think normally I have that much creasing, and it does look a little bit heavy under there. So I wouldn't use it as concealer for myself personally, but for foundation, I do think it looks pretty. Bronzer looks really nice. I do really like the tone of the bronzer. Highlight, like I said, if you like a straight glitter highlight, you might like this one. I do think it looks pretty on the skin. It's just not my like preferred preference. Liner, I was really impressed with though. Like the matte liner, as long as it stays and it like doesn't budge, I think it actually like definitely dried down quickly. It worked matte. The brush applicator on it was nice as well. Mascara, I could do with or without. I think my lashes look okay, but they definitely looked better. I'll continue definitely to keep trying that one out for sure and see if I like change my mind on it. Setting mist, if it helps my makeup last, we will see, but I liked the spritzer on it. It had a nice scent, so we'll see on that. And then lastly, we have the lip plumper, so it's not hurting too bad. It definitely has a tinglingness to it, but you'll have to tell me if you think my lips look bigger at all. I think they look maybe a little bit more juicy, but it doesn't look like overly intense, and it doesn't hurt like really bad or anything like that. It's definitely not like the Too Faced lip injections that literally are like so painful. But after that, you guys, that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed this like testing new products from Physicians Formula. I hope you found this helpful. I'm gonna link all of the products I use down in the description box, so if you want to shop any of them, like I said, they're available at Ulta. I'll have them linked down below there, and I'll also link Physicians Formula's website too, so you can check them out if you prefer to shop over there as well. But thank you again for watching. As always, do not forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video.